before 2010, the accident and the two transformational experiences you had, you were a very successful tech CEO. Maybe go back to the early days with Zip2. In 1994, you and Elon started Zip2. Tell me the story of that.
Yeah, so in 94, we actually did a road trip around the U.S. to brainstorm about what we wanted to do after college.
What was the road trip like? What is it?
That was awesome. So we went from Silicon Valley to Philadelphia.
Nice.
And my brother's old, like a very, really cool, it's one of those very old BMWs, not ones like from the 60s or 70s. But it wouldn't, but the car didn't work. It would break down all the time. But we had a blast. I remember going through Needles on the border of California and Arizona. It's a town called Needles. It's the hottest place in America.
Mm-hmm.
And the engine was not cooling, so we had to put the heat on. So we've got the heat blasting to cool the engine, keep the engine cool, and we keep the windows down because you can't stand the heat in the car. But actually, the outside heat is hotter than the inside heat. So you're just in a furnace.
Yeah.
You're driving through.
Just
It was at
sweating.
night even. I can't imagine doing that.
Wow.
In the day. But yeah, it was a wonderful. It took us a few weeks. I think 3 weeks maybe.
First time across America?
First, like a road trip like that, yeah, for sure. But it was really not a road trip for tourist sites. We went to the weirdest places, and actually, I would say we didn't go to them. We broke down in the weirdest places because that's when we stopped.
Yeah. Did you meet any interesting people?
I remember we broke down in the Badlands of South Dakota, about an hour from Rapid City, and that road is empty. And so we actually slept in the car because there was just no one around. No cell phones in those days. And eventually a trucker picked us up. I was just like, man, you guys are the dumbest kids on the planet. I was like 21. He was maybe 22. And but he was so nice to us and so kind to us, and found us a mechanic in Rapid City, and then found us a tow truck. And yeah, you find the most wonderful people when you're in a place of distress. People do want to take care of other people.
They help you.
Yeah, I want to help.
And especially when you're on a road trip. Because I've taken a road trip across the United States, and there's a part of people where they really love that. They I think part of them wants to do that also. Wants to kind of escape whatever the local, the struggles, just whatever the mundaneness, the struggle of life are. Yeah. A road trip is a kind of thing where you're like, you know what? I'm going to get away from it all, and I'm going to experience life in the epic sort of Jack Kerouac way of seeing America in the people, not the tourist sites, just the humans.
Yeah, exactly. This was not tourist related. We did, of course, we stopped at Mount Rushmore at night, which you can see nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We thought that was hilarious. You couldn't see Mount Rushmore.
That's great.
It was like, well, we physically were here. We took a photo of us not
in the darkness. You could just say you went to the Grand Canyon too, just at night, and just visit different places when the car broke down. I love it.